Scudder Pac-Man here for Sim Sideline. We are entering week 12 of year 1 with Coach Vince Howard and the Colorado Buffs. We are winding down this tragic season. Got our senior game coming up. See our recruit update right there. School update. Championship contender still bad. Brand exposure still there. And we got AD expectations 64% percent for safe to fire. Good old rivalry week. Michigan versus Ohio State. Oklahoma versus Missouri. Duke versus Wake Forest. Duke coming off a loss versus Clemson. All right. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the UCF Knights and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. The Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And here comes Julian Lewis. A rough day last time out. 3 interceptions matched with 3 sacks. Running inside, it's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Working that left side. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Young. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
He dropped it. Oh, my God.
He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Lewis to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Lewis on the play action. Under fire. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the UCF Knights offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Alonzo Barnett. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Got our number 1 receiver, senior at that, out for the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own.
I wish I knew how to
When you're a playmaker like
contain different sides of the field, because we get picked apart every freaking game.
No question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Knights send out the punt unit. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Play action with Lewis. Fires to the right.
Oh my God. Now you couldn't tell me he couldn't.
Hey man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Welch. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
From the gun on third down, Lewis. Hauls it in.
What? Why did he run backwards?
What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Why?
Third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of routing to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. To the air, it's Barnett. Caught over the middle, it's Farmer.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up.
Wow.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Knights want to crank the tempo. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tougher than a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and it was everything looks like pass, but when you see it,
Good play. Nice catch. Goddamn, everybody is gonna be hurt on our team for wide receivers.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Welch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you come into the run game. You gotta get those big plays up front. Into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football and wait some balls up on the make the game easy.
I think we can even go for wide receivers.
Line down the field. He wants to change this route. Throwing. Lewis. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage. He'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands. Just so.
We don't push nothing off from one zone to another, ever. Ever.
Could not make his way to the corner. They'll stop play momentarily for the injured Buff. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab.
Should have been another interception.
Right at the goal line.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time down. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that. Thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath. He's got to settle himself down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Let's it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his
Oh my. Now, how come he didn't drop it?
UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And they head to the locker room. Quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors.
It's amazing how they just always find a freaking hole.
The Knights want to move quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse them.
The run inside. It's Watson. Could be an alley. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. That's caught. It's Young. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Play fake. Lewis on the move to his left. Got him downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Buffaloes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside. It's Young. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Ready. Red 24. Go.
Throwing. Lewis. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Lewis on the play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Lewis to throw. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Complete
What?
And looking for enough for the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the UCF sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week, despite the...
Good defense.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Play action with Lewis. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Knocked off his feet.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Third down from the gun. Lewis finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Fourth down, Lewis.
Oh my gosh, come on. How come we don't never get one of those?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
We're going to lose because we can't convert when we need to.
Start this drive. Now they'll snap
And they're
it from the
going
39.
to.
Gonna run it. It's Chambers. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think we got 3 interceptions,
I like this
too.
guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got him this time. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
With the catch, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Of course, somebody's open.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Looking to the end zone. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside.
Really?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lewis pulls it in, it's Young. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lewis from the gun on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this.
Oh, God.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the UCF sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Sends it back in motion. Off play action. The throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Setting up the screen. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guide so that he can go get the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Lewis. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. 4th down, tie game. They don't have to go for it. first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On the gun on third down, Lewis. He's got it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the back. To the air again, Lewis. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Here's Lewis to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That's not quite going to be enough. They stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, they blocked it.
And what a time to do it. Tie ball game, second half. You always talk about offense, you always talk about defense, but the special teams field goal block unit coming up big for this team.
Now the UCF offense ready to get back to work.
It's one of those years.
Time now they'll look for some ways of work. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense is running on is how successful they throw it outside. Quarterback has confidence in this. They can tie it.
Oh my God.
That is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one is huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
The option, he'll keep it. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Deep shot to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I'm okay with that shot right there. Like, this is the perfect area on the field to take that deep shot. As you get closer to the goal line, it gets a little bit harder to throw the football. So I like the aggressiveness by this offense.
All right, we're not going to no bowl game, but at least we won the last game. Maybe this will be something to build on for next year. I don't know who's going to be retained or who's going to be gone. Lots of work to do. We only give up one sack the whole game. That's what we needed. 2 freshmen too. Hopefully y'all will stick around. Well, we will catch y'all on the next one where we will build the buffs in the off season, because season 1 is done. Cutter Pack Man signing out. Sim Sideline. Peace.